I believe. So let's go ahead and jump into things. We have found a magic site in Black Harbor with Fusaki, a mud field that is a +1 Earth gem. So very nice. Boom, +1 Earth gem. Then we have 2 proclamations, one from Hinam for a profit, one from Relay for a profit. No, captured 5 blood slaves in Ghent. And then we have a bunch of battles. So we'll save ours for the last, and then we'll go through all the others. So let's start off with the Hinam's stuff. 2 battles, Agartha versus Hinam, one in Trollwoods. So this is the main force of the Agarthan army, a shit ton of Great Olms, some Earth Elementals, some Cavern Guard, etc. It's a very small amount of ED. I say very small amount, but actually this is probably like 6 to 10, and it's just against too much stuff. The Great Olms are just too much for that type of shit. So another Agartha versus Hinam battle over here in Runia. Okay, we've got a Earth Reader leading a couple of Magma Children. Not really sure why the Magma Children are all on the side. Be somewhat concerned about the Earth Reader getting targeted out here, especially since the Earth Reader's kind of forward. Blessing and Strength of Giant Sea. Like, if the Earth Reader was going up against anything fast at this point, they'd basically be on it, and the Earth Reader would be dead. Does Earth Meld? It doesn't do anything like Iron Skin or Temper Flesh or anything like that. So that is somewhat concerning for the survivability of this wee baby. Okay, cool. Two wins for Agartha. We like to see that. And then we have Arcocephale fighting back against Helheim in the Swamp of Forgetting. So let's see what's up with that. Okay, so we've got Arco with some Wind Riders here. Like I can never tell the damn difference. There is, aha. They're fucking identical. This individual is a Wind Lord. And all the rest, I believe, are Wind Riders. So, I got a Wind Lord here versus nothing really, just some PD. When you get some blessings out. Interesting that the Wind Riders are not on like a Holden attack. So I don't know if anyone even got hit with a bless there. Okay, one did, right? Magic weapons, shock, fire, cold, undying 6, heat aura, and chill aura. Heat aura and chill aura is an interesting mix. I think probably a lot of points invested for something like that, but not a lot of bang for your buck. One of them, right, can be used to great effect, but I think both of them is kind of like overselling yourself. So you have 3 losses there, right? And Wind Riders aren't bad. If they had more defenses, like actual defense skill, or if they had some attack thrown in, or maybe some strength to give their hits more weight, right? You could actually make Wind Riders pretty killy. Not like the killiest, but pretty killy, right? They have a bronze lance, so they get a charge bonus on the first strike, right? I don't know. I feel like that bless is maybe not the best for that type of situation. Maybe not the best for, like, if you're gonna go something like Heat Aura, Cold Aura, you want something that's gonna stick in battle for a really long time, right? Like, you want something thick, or something that has regeneration, or something that's gonna be super duper jodgy, or what have you, right? Because you want time for that aura to do work on the enemies around it, right? But Wind Riders are like, go up in the air, come down, kill. So, anyways, Arco does win there against Helheim. And then we have Lanka actually attacking Arco Cephale. So we know Helheim has been attacking Arco, and we know Saramatia has been attacking Arco. They're actually working in concert, but this is something that I kind of was aware of, but I'm now more aware of. Lanka, I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, but Lanka had been attacked earlier by, I think I said 2 people. Oh, I might have said 3. It actually was a 3v1 since the beginning-ish of the game. Apparently Agartha, Arco, and I'm not sure who the third person was. I think it might have been Relay. Worked against Lanka, but Lanka put up a pretty good defense. Arco got rebuffed. Then Agartha got attacked by Hinnom. Lanka, I think, found peace with the third party. And now that Arco is getting attacked by Helheim and Saramatia, Lanka is coming in to snipe whatever provinces they can. But in fairness, they've done work, so let's see what Lanka has. And they're going up against not too terribly much over here. Some Cardaces, which I'm probably mispronouncing that. I mispronounce like 90% of the things in this game. Is what it is. Alright, we got a Divine Blessing coming out. So we can actually see Lanka's Bless. So Lanka has an attack skill for magic weapons, poison resistance, undying, HP 2, strength 4, blood surge 3, undead leadership 40. So this is a pretty big bless. The strength +4, attack skill +4, that costs a fair amount. Also adding in blood surge as well, and some HP and some undying. Like this is pretty hefty. So that's pretty cool. It means they have sacreds that are very hard hitting without blood surge active, and with pretty good attack skill as well. So that's pretty scary coming from Lanka, actually, because you got to think Rakshasas are great thugs just in general, that can kind of like just plow trapeze around all over the place. This, I think, is going to be a really bad loss for Arco here. Well, I say a really bad loss, but this is good. They're not losing much here, but I mean, this is going to be heavily in the favor of Lanka, I would assume. Every single one of these Rakshasa warriors that gets into melee is just going to bulk smash, basically. Okay. Big win. Yeah, I lost 11 Ganas, which are just long dead monkeys, easily replaced. Easy win for Lanka. Okay, so we have 2 battles, one in Scardian Vale, and this is just a bunch of Ko-Oni, or just a bunch of Oni that we have thrown together with a with our prophet here. So he's gonna Divine Blessing, not gonna really matter. We're gonna run forward and lose a couple of Oni here or there. Losses should be relatively superficial. Most of what got hit probably should have gone ethereal. Probably lose like 10. Yeah, we lost 7 Ko-Onis. We lost 4 Onis. I would actually prefer to not lose the Onis. I probably should have split these into 2 groups and put the Ko-Onis in front, but at this point it's kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter. So we have a win against the Indies there, and then we have raided in Scythia with our little group of Bakemono Show up against a little group of PD. We should come in and, again, just because we have so many attacks per square, we should annihilate these heavies pretty quickly. Yep. Near instantaneously. Bakemono Show are actually pretty good. The only Only issue is they are very fragile, and they're undisciplined, and their morale basically sucks. But if you have the money for them, right? And I guess that's the other thing is they are very cheap, but they do cost. So if you have the money for them, we only lost one. If you have the money for them and you can put together these little Bakemono Sho Yari raiding parties, I think they're pretty decent. So that is going to be the battles. We have a win versus Indies and a win versus Hinam. So very cool. And then we have a couple of unexpected events. We have Unrest in Llama. And okay, so I read this now, and I know this happens. I am pretty sure that I forget about this entirely. I am recording these in the future. I'm 99% sure that I just forgot this event happened, and then I never checked the province after that. So, unfortunately, we're probably going to have some unrest issues in Llama for a while. Then we have a hurricane has struck in Strongdale, some unrest and some minus population. Annoying, but no big deal. And then we found an ancient treasure in Black Harbor. Very nice. That is, boom, plus 515 gold, and that is the last event. Got that. Okay, and then we had a scout get discovered. Turning out lights on. We had a. What? What are you talking about? Your light? That one's yours? Just specifically that one? Oh, okay. That's how that works. Gotcha. Oh, did you get yourself with your ring? Oh no. Talking about your area. Talk shit, get hit. I bought you that. It hurt you. Ah. Ow! Motherfucker!
I bought you that. It hurts
you. Instant karma is so good. You little shit. You little shit.
Up.
He did. He woke up. We were too loud. Y'all too loud. Y'all quit it. So we lose a scout. Messing around in Helheim, trying to see things, and then we do a bunch of patrolling. So, what are we doing this turn? Not a whole hell of a lot, honestly. Like, truth be told, throughout our empire, we are mostly, again, I want to get in the habit of this, right? We are mostly just moving people around for consolidation of Oni, right? We're moving several demon priests around and about in order to pick up Oni, pull them back into Oni pits, rinse and repeat. So I'm not going to go over every single one of them. We are continuing to move Fusaki around in order to try to site search in a number of places. We are moving. We'll talk about the big ones, right? We are moving one of our stealthy Bakemono Sho groups back southward, leaving a point in province defense. We are attacking in Earthsword Desert with the other one. We are moving Tokemochi into Menace, and we've outfitted him slightly. We didn't actually put on the fire plate, just because there are toss-up reasons of whether or not I want to particularly use it in this instance, right? Probably would have been best to use it, but decided not to. But we do have him slightly geared out with other stuff. He is going to pop into Menace, and we're just going to kind of see how things work out, okay? And then Ateru, or Aterui, I don't know. Our prophet is bringing this group of Oni down into Tapanete. And we might not actually go anywhere with it just yet, right? Or we might move forward and try to start threatening some of these provinces. Those are the big actual movements this turn. One of the reasons why I am not just rushing into things, though, is because I've gotten some shaky news. And the shaky news is basically that I'm not sure that Ermor is coming into this war anymore. Um, I attacked, what is it, 3 turns ago now at this point? Ermor was supposed to come into the war at the same time. But due to the success of Helheim against Arcocephale, I think Ermor has been what's the term here? I'm not 100% sure, but I think Ermor has been basically sweet talked into the idea of looking at Helheim instead, right? Like joining a potential coalition of maybe Ermor, Lanka, Saramatia, whoever else, Ubar, right? As kind of like an anti-Helheim coalition. Which means I might be stuck in a fight with Hinnom on my own. That's not confirmed yet, right? And when I say on my own, I guess I mean with Agartha, but I mean without the aid of Ermor. That's not confirmed yet. That is just a suspicion slash understanding, depending on kind of like where things have been going from conversations. So yeah. In other news, we also did discover this turn by moving some scouts over that Agartha has indeed lost their cap. So this big army, while very threatening, is kind of like the last big threat from Agartha. So, and I think there's a big army over here of Hinnoms in Agartha right now. So I'm very interested to see what's gonna potentially happen with the Agarthan army. I'm trying to keep eyes on it, but it's just kind of like a dance, trying to keep it in our sights, and we'll see how that goes. Other than that, we are actually not doing a whole hell of a lot. Recruitment continues, recruiting in various things in various areas, but we're actually, again, relatively low on income. We continue to try to patrol down the rabble in Ulm. We're continuing to have to send 250 gold per turn to Ubar, but it is what it is. We'll get through this eventually. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. The only real ritual casting or forging that we're doing this turn is an owl quill. So boom, owl quill right there. And the reason for that is, by the way, is we're close, right? We're quite close to construction 6. So I'm trying to not use too terribly many of our resources. We've got a lot of death, we've got a lot of earth, we could be using that stuff, but we don't have a lot of the rest, and we don't have a very good income for the rest. So I'm trying to not just like produce a crazy amount of stuff when we're so close to construction 6 and we have potentially better options in the near future. Now, we do have plenty of good things that we could be producing right now, right? Like Boots on the Messenger come to mind. But every time we are producing those things, that is research we're not getting. So I'm trying to make the conscious decision to forge less shit, get to construction 6 faster, then be able to forge better shit and research other stuff, basically. So again, that's a greedy play. Might not work out for us. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope that it does. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think we've basically covered what we're doing research-wise. It's gonna be 3 more turns before we get there, but should be 3 turns rather than 4. The only way that changes is if we have to move a lot of mages for some reason. No new global enchantments. We've kind of discussed the current events, the wars of the world, etc. So I think that's probably it this turn. So yeah, no infrastructure or anything like that going down. No, not making anything. So that is what it is. All right. That's going to be it for this turn. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.